did you meet David?
Well, I met David in the 6th grade year. I had just moved. My dad got offered a new job, and so we moved. And I was the new kid on the block. Didn't have any friends. David took me in under his wing, and that was the most memorable year of my life. Not knowing anyone, but someone just coming through for me and making me a better person.
How did you first meet David?
So I came to his school in around 2nd grade, I believe. First day, walked into the classroom, teacher told me to sit next to him. They were in the middle of drawings, and he was drawing a bloody girl. That day really changed my life. When was the first time you met David?
I met David, I believe it was the 3rd grade. It's a long time ago. I saw him in the class, and he wasn't a real looker, you know. He seemed like a feller that had his wits about him. He seemed like a feller that knew how to handle himself, and I respected that of him. What is your fondest memory of David in school?
You know, throughout the years, I've had many unbelievable and extraordinary memories with David, inside school and outside. But one memory that will stay in my heart forever is on a sunny day. We were prancing through a field of daisies, and I tripped. It was all of a sudden. I didn't see it coming. It was a perfect day, but I tripped, and I scuffed my knee very, very badly. There was blood, but David was there for me. He picked me up. He dusted my back off, said, "Are you okay? Do you need any medical assistance?" And I said, "No." I did, but I didn't want to tell him that.
What is your fondest childhood memory of David?
So, favorite childhood memory was probably around 5th grade. Yeah, it was 5th grade year, almost Christmas break. We were really hyped. We were walking back from PE, pretty boring day, just like normal. We hated PE. We saw the mentally disabled kids walking by. We straight pushed 2 of them down the stairs and were laughing the entire time. It was one of my favorite days in middle school. Hilarious. David could not stop laughing. That was for sure my fondest memory with David. What is your favorite childhood memory with David?
I mean, I didn't really have any good childhood memories with him, but I had this one that's kind of stuck with me for a while. Back so long ago, David, I didn't really think that he was the brightest feller on the farm. He didn't really know what it meant to be, you know, mentally or physically disabled. He just kind of would go around guessing. He'd call people, you know, retarded and whatnot, and it'd be weird because he'd be calling, like, you know, the math teachers retarded, or he'd be calling, you know, some of the real smart kids in the class retarded. And I remember that just kind of threw me off always. And so one day, a couple friends of mine and I were walking down the stairs, had one on my left, one on my right, and I remember looking to my right, and I see my friend tumbling, heels over head, just down the stairs. And I thought, geez. And I hear this laughter, this cackling coming from behind me. And then I look over to my left, and my other friend, totally forgot both the friends' names, by the way, sorry. He was tumbling heels over head too, just down the stairs. It looked painful. I remember feeling these big, meaty, muscular hands on my back, and they just forced me down. And I went heels over head down the stairs. And I remember broke both my arms, and I broke my neck in a couple places. I was very lucky to make it out alive. I say I survived by the grace of God. So, do you think any differently of David after the accident? Take your time.
What was the question?
How do you feel after the accident?
What accident? I don't know what you're talking about. Well, shoot, I didn't know about that. I mean, that poor feller, he was a mighty asshole sometimes, but I don't think any feller deserves that. What do you think of David after the accident?
I'm sorry.
Do you think any differently of David after the accident?
Haha. Well, see, that's a tricky question. David was my best friend since the 6th grade. I've had no one in my life that impacted me more than he did. But yes, I do think the accident changed our relationship. I look down upon him, literally. And now that he doesn't have any legs or arms, I honestly don't really like him anymore.
Now that you've heard these moving words from David directed towards all of us, how do you feel about him?
I mean, I never saw that side of David. We were younger, I always loved it. He was just such an asshole. He hated most people. We pushed those crippled kids down the stairs. I loved him for that reason. The bloody girl, those are all the reasons. Now that I've seen these very inspiring words, I mean, that's really inspiring. I didn't know he had that beautiful side of him.
Now that you've heard these beautiful, moving words from David, how do you feel about him?
Well, David has always had a way with speaking. He's been able to impact so many people just by speech. And I think that's a great talent. I think he has a point. I haven't looked at the other side of this argument. And it was truly moving. But honestly, he's still a cripple. Okay, he has no arms, legs. He barely has a personality. He's not what he used to be. Okay? He's nothing now. Okay? If he died, no one would care. Okay? He doesn't have any arms. Why is he still alive? Okay? David, okay, I know you're trying to be a good guy. Okay? But you can't. Okay? Sorry.
Now that you've heard David's words of wisdom, how does that make you feel?
Well, in my opinion, he wasn't even saying anything. Like that was just I don't know what that was. Is this some kind of sick joke? Like is this a prank of some sort? Like I've seen all them prank videos or whatnot, but this is just wrong. Like I mean that wasn't, there was no talking there. That was just a man's blank expression.
Sir, this is very
Hey, okay, that is an old friend. Well, not a friend, but someone I used to know. So you can get your whole film crew, camera crew,
Sir, we're just trying
and
to make
shove
it
it
here.
That's no. Damn it. I'm out of here.
All right.
Taking the water.
Bye.